Hi there, Loy from loymachedo.com, and today we'll do the book review, that is The Skinny Rules by Bob Harper and also written by Greg Critser. Critser? Critser, yeah, sorry, Critser. All right, so now why is it that I suddenly decided to read this book? Well, what happened was my mom, I just found out that she had high blood pressure and diabetes. And the minute I heard that news, the alarm bell started ringing in my head because, you know, if your mother in your tree, your family tree, if your mother or your father has diabetes, especially your mother, most probably you're going to end up with diabetes, and whatever disease your parents have, you are going to get, especially if your mother has it. So, to tell you very honestly, I am not interested to get diabetes, even though I know that I will get eventually. And I don't want to get sick, at least at the early part of my life, because diabetes is a killer disease. It kills you slowly, it kills your organs, it kills your eyesight, it kills your healing process. And no, I'm not interested in getting diabetes. So I want to make sure that I'm healthy. So that's why I decided to, just read this book. Not a bad book. First, let me tell you who's Bob Harper. This guy, Bob Harper, over here. Bob Harper is a renowned fitness trainer who's a star of the NBC reality series that is The Biggest Loser, which finished its 13th season in 2012. It must be the 14th season now. Greg Critser, sorry, got his name right this time. Greg Critser is a long-time science and medical journalist. He is also the author of the international bestseller that is Fatland: How Americans Became the Fattest People in the World. So now, what is the skinny rules all about? It's how to become skinny. Skinny is the new in thing. Before it was become as big as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now it is be toned, and then it became be toned and muscular. Now it is just be thin and healthy. So now, some of the 20 tips that I found useful in this book, out of the many tips, I'll just share with you. So in case you wanted to read this book without finding out what those tips are, end the video now. Otherwise, just continue listening. So the top 20 tips that I found useful in this book is: one is banish all high salty foods from your diet, because the more salt that there is, the more water will be stored into your body. Use herbs instead. Then do not drink your calories. In fact, avoid all calorie drinks. That includes anything from canned juices to even the so-called fresh juices, which are sold with preservatives and which are sealed and packed. Stay away from that. 2 cups of coffee is okay, minus the sugar. Then drink large glasses of water before and after every meal, 5 a day. Then eat 30 to 50 grams of fiber. Natural fiber, apple, it seems, is one of the best fruits that you can have early in the morning. Then eat a real breakfast that includes proteins, grains, low fruit, and low-fat plain yogurt is a great source of in-fruit smoothie mixed with fruit. So that's also good in case you want something different. Then apples and berries every day, which I just mentioned. Then point number 7 is eat low-fat protein at every meal. Protein doesn't have to be animal-based. Even protein can be vegetables. Point number 8 is eat veggies as much as you like. It doesn't make you fat. Number 9 is get your portions at the right size. You need to pre-plan your meals, because we generally tend to just put everything in the plate. So have a sizable containers kept ready. Then point number 10 is go to bed hungry. Now, I found this point pretty hard because I love to eat. Going to bed hungry is a little tough for me, but what he says is avoid eating 4 hours before sleeping. Point number 11 is make your own food and eat at least 10 meals a week at home. That's no problem for me. Point number 12, no artificial sweeteners. Now, that was bad news because I kind of like artificial sweeteners. Number 13, no carbohydrates after lunch. Eat lean, green all night. Protein and veggies are the best. Point number 14, no fast foods and fried foods. Point number 15, no white potatoes. Have more of sweet potatoes. I gotta find out where sweet potatoes. Point number 16 is one day a week, make it meatless. Have more beans and nuts. Point number 17, plan one splurge meal a week, but don't go crazy on the calories, especially on the fat and sugar. Point number 18, read the labels. Stay away from artificial ingredients. If you don't understand something, it sounds like a chemical, most probably it is bad for you. Then point number 19, slash the intakes of refined flour. Try brown rice barley, farro, and quinoa. Yeah. And point number 20 is sleep right, get adequate sleep. So these were the 20 points from this book. There are still many more points in this book. I highly recommend you buy this book and read it. I found it very easy to read, very easy to digest. In fact, there are some really good, yeah, you can see a lot of nice menus are there, a lot of nice salads. I normally do not follow these, but I guess since I don't have a choice, I would have to, you would have to follow this and try to make something or another, because otherwise dieting is pretty boring in itself. So if you ask me, I've given this book a good score. What is the score I gave this book? I think I gave it a 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. So great book, must buy, must read, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone. Or if you follow the 20 points that I gave you, I think it's good enough. So this is Loy from loymachedo.com recommending this book, The Skinny Rules by the one and only Bob Harper with Greg Critser. So this is me endorsing the book and telling you, go ahead and buy it. And I hope you lose weight, because I can't lose weight myself. Goodbye for now. This is Loy signing off.